During the holidays, a nonprofit that reaches out and helps out those in need here in Polk County is Catholic Charities of Central Florida. They have many programs going on, not only during the holidays, but throughout the year. But today we're going to talk to them a little bit about what's going on during the season. Joining us in the studio is Michael Gordon, business developer, Agape Food Bank of Catholic Charities of Central Florida. Also, Brenda Redout, she is the Western Region Director. And Jessica Anderson of Lake Alfred. She's a client in the Family Empowerment Program. Guys, thank you for coming on today. Glad you could take a little bit of time out of your schedule and talk a little bit about Catholic Charities of Central Florida. What exactly is Catholic Charities of Central Florida?
Catholic Charities is a nonprofit agency focused on providing social services across 9 counties of the diocese, but here in Polk County, we serve all the residents of Polk County, anyone who's in need. Our work is rooted in the Bible, Matthew 25, that what you do for the least of mine, you do for me. We don't restrict our work to Catholics. We serve people from all denominations, all creeds, all colors. We just are there to help.
What about the history? How did it get started? I understand you're coming up on an anniversary in 2013.
Well, we're celebrating, Catholic Charities is celebrating now its 50th anniversary as an agency. And it started 50 years ago in Orlando with 3 staff and then expanded out from Orlando to encompass this area. 30 years is the anniversary of Agape Food Bank, which is a program of Catholic Charities. And it's through Agape that we feed the hungry in Polk, Hardy, and Highlands counties.
With times being as tough as what they are financially for everybody, you obviously see a need in what you provide. How do you facilitate that need?
Well, we have a number of programs that we offer, and in the holidays people have different needs. We have families who can't provide toys or food for their children. We have seniors who might be isolated during different parts of the year, but we try to bring them into, for example, our Lake Morton Senior Center, which is another program that we offer, and that program is in Lakeland. We offer fellowship dining at that site throughout the year, but in particular during Christmas we provide activities that seniors would enjoy so that they have an opportunity to socialize. We provide mental health counseling in various sites around the community, Lakeland, Winter Haven, and we've just started offering mental health counseling through an organization, an agency down in Bartow. Of course, we have Agape Food Bank. We also run 2 food pantries through Catholic Charities in this county. We offer one in Winter Haven and we offer another in Lakeland. And of course, we have the Family Empowerment Program, which is a program that started off as a financial assistance and food program. Someone coming in could have, for example, lost their job and they needed help with their rent. So we would help them pay their rent. Or they had utilities problems and their lights were being turned off, so we would help them with their utilities. And what we found, and again this is rooted in Matthew 25, is that we should also try to help people. We should help with the immediate need, but also try to help people break that cycle of poverty. Help them in a way that they don't have to come in and ask for help. We had people coming in before the economy turned bad. But since the economy turned bad, we have people we never thought, and they never thought in their wildest dreams that they would have to come to an agency like ours and ask for help. So we've expanded the Family Empowerment Program to not only do financial assistance and feeding through our food pantry, but to provide financial education and credit counseling and budgeting and connect people with education and employment so that we start to holistically look at them in a way and have them develop a dream of what they can be and what their families can be, and get them out of the terrible conditions some of our folks live in, and provide part of the American dream for them. So that's what we try to do in family empowerment. And the last program is our adoption program. And we've been able, just in the last 6 years, to provide the opportunity for 35 families to be created through our adoption program. So the needs are different. We serve different needs through different programs, but the bottom line is we want people to be able to break the cycle of poverty, to have hope, and to be able to fulfill whatever dream that they have.
With all the programs, just a rough number, how many families would you say you're helping in Polk County alone?
Oh my goodness, just through family empowerment, we help over 4,000 families. And that's through the case management piece, the financial education, and through the food pantry. At Agape, we help over 100,000.
Wow.
Yeah, we feed over 100,000 through Agape. We go through 250 agencies, and I'll let Mike talk about Agape.
You know, Brian, along the theme of poverty, to expand upon what Brenda's saying here, there's a Yale professor, we've been doing some research, there's a Yale professor that we found that is an expert on poverty in the country and did a book that the research shows us that between the ages, I think, of 25 and 75, 1 out of every 2 Americans will experience poverty at some point in their lives. So I mean, the stereotype of poverty being a chronic, long-term condition of a certain population in our community, it's a misconception. It's a stereotype. It's something that we all face at some point in our life. And the programs at Catholic Charities are set up to try to help folks through the tough periods. At Agape Food Bank, where I work, we have a statistic that we give out. We're in Polk County, as blessed as we are to live here, we're in the top 10 in America, in all of America, in the categories of food hardship and suburban poverty. So poverty is an issue here. Hunger is an issue here, and we're working hard in a lot of different ways to address both of those.
Well, we have a Smile Pack program. 70% of the kids in the Polk County school system are eligible for free or reduced lunch. Many of them, of that 70%, are qualified for free lunch, not reduced, but free lunch. So we started a little bit over we're coming up on our year. Coming up in January. We started Smile Pack, which is a weekend backpack program, and in the last spring, that semester, we served about 400 children every weekend. We provided food for them through their schools to take home so that they wouldn't have to worry from Friday until Monday where their next meal was coming from. We started that program because of an anonymous donor giving us the money to start the program. We've since been able to get corporate sponsorship, and this year we hope to reach 1,000 children in the Polk County school system every weekend. And we just received funding to start a similar program, Smile Pack program, in Highlands County through the Walmart Foundation. They've been very, very good to us in terms of providing. Well, they've provided a refrigerated truck, and they've provided funding for the Smile Pack program, as has Mosaic here locally.
You know, the coolest thing about this job is sometimes I sit here and you guys make my job so easy. You set them up and I knock them down. You just segued into my next question. Okay. Obviously, it takes funding to do this, the generosity of businesses and individuals alike. Talk about how you guys are funded.
We're funded a number of ways. We receive United Way funding for 4 of our programs. We receive corporate funding. For example, I mentioned Walmart and Mosaic. We're receiving a check on Thursday from the Wells Fargo Foundation. We have a number of corporate sponsors who sponsor programs across Catholic Charities. Probably, though, the largest part of our funding comes from donations. Individuals who say, hey, we want to help, particularly at the holidays. We had a gentleman walk in, and he probably doesn't want me to use his name, so I won't, but if I said his name and what he owns, everybody would know it. But he walked in with $1,000 worth of food cards, grocery cards, for us to give out to the poor. He does that every single year. He walks in with $1,000 worth of food cards. That's huge for us, because then we can supplement what we have in our pantry with giving them a card, and they can go out and purchase meats. That's huge. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. This is one of the blessings that we talk about here in Polk County, is when people know of the issue, of the severity, of the magnitude of the issues that we're facing, and that our partners are facing on the front lines, they step up. They step up. People want to help. I think people generally want to do something to help someone who's in a tough spot.
Well, Jessica, we can't let them have all the talking points. You're sitting there so shy and so quiet, and she's going, please don't call on me, please don't call. You gonna be okay?
Yes.
Jessica, how did you find Catholic Charities of Central Florida?
I actually found them online. I was looking for somewhere that helped with the holidays for our kids, something that we've never done before. So I had no idea where to look. And so I found them online and gave them a call, and they told me to come in.
Talk about the difference that they're making in your life right now. Talk about some of the things that they're doing for you.
Well, my husband got laid off from his job, and so it's been hardship since then. And coming into the holidays, obviously make it harder, on top of our bills that we have. Then there's Christmas to worry about. We have 4 children, so trying to figure out how to do that was difficult. We came in looking just for, some help with Christmas gifts, and have come out with much more than I could have imagined. I mean, I went to a budgeting class, I guess it was, found out from there that there was credit counseling available to try to help our credit, different things like that. They've been so amazing. So.
And if you could inspire somebody at home watching this to either A, give back to the community, or B, even come to them and ask for help, how would you do that?
Well, it took a while for us to actually come in, because, we've never been stereotypically those people that, are in need. And, I just encourage anybody that actually needs the help to break yourself down and come in, because it truly is a blessing.
And talk about what they're obviously making a difference in your life, in your family's life.
Yes, we, like I said, I don't know exactly how it works actually, but we applied, I guess, for Christmas assistance for toys for our kids. So that's what we're doing.
And if you're watching at home, this is just one of the families in Polk County that need help and need your help, and reach out to Catholic Charities of Central Florida and make a difference in the community that you live, work, and play in. And we're going to wrap things up, Brenda. I'm going to let you guys have the final words, but. With the Christmas program, or with the Christmas need, with the holiday programs that you have, how can people get involved?
Well, first of all, I want, as Jessica was talking, I thought, I can't imagine being a child waking up on Christmas morning with nothing under the tree. And there was a possibility that Jessica's 4 children could wake up with nothing under the tree. My mother told me a couple of years ago, she's a Depression baby, and she talked about one Christmas where there was absolutely nothing, not even fruit, and that has stuck with me, that's something beyond my comprehension, that a child would ever have to go through that. So if I was going to say anything to the people who are viewing this now, is to imagine that. And if it's as terrible a thing as I think it is, if you agree with that, then reach out to not only our agency, but to other agencies who serve the poor, that serve the poor in our community. Find out, even if it's after Christmas, what are some things that you could do, either through volunteering, donations, that could change poverty in our community. The short-term goal is to help people through the holidays. The long-term goal is to truly break the cycle of poverty in our community. That's what we're designed for, and that's what we're aiming to do.
Mike, is there anything else you want to add to it?
No, I think Brenda summarized it very well, but just a quick note, just to elaborate on what Brenda was saying. The people we're seeing are your friends and your neighbors. They're me, they're Brenda, they're Jessica, they're you, Brian. They're the single moms who are working full-time jobs and are just struggling. They're the retirees who have set aside money in their retirement accounts and find that because of the economy, that's not working for them. They're the college students that are working hard and working part-time jobs and are just having some trouble buying peanut butter or bologna. So it's folks that are like you and I that just need a little bit of help right now. We're not here to support people throughout their lives. I mean, we can't do it, and we're not going to do it. But these are people who need some help right now, and we can do something.
Mike, Brenda, Jessica, I thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your stories, and thank you for making a difference in the community that we live in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I encourage you at home to find out anything that you can about Catholic Charities of Central Florida. They're doing outstanding work within the community that we live in. And you can make a difference in this community just by giving of your time, giving of donations, just giving of yourself and reaching out and helping these people. So I encourage you to check out Catholic Charities of Central Florida. If you need more information on them, you can go to the World Wide Web at cflcc.org/Polk, or you can give them a call at 863-686-7153, extension 3015. Catholic Charities of Central Florida, making a difference in Polk County.